I'd like to thank all the speakers and appreciate their candor and their passion. The meeting is now adjourned.
I'm dying. I'm dying. I've been trying to get to speak to you guys for the last 3 months. I just want 5 minutes. I'm dying of cancer. I drove from Boston 15 hours to speak to you.
Mr. Christian,
That 5 minutes.
Mr. Christian, the meeting's officially over, but please go ahead and take your 5 minutes. I'll stay and listen to you.
Thank you so much for staying and listening to me. I have stage 4. First of all, my name is Chuck Christian, and I have stage 4 prostate cancer and bone cancer. My doctors have given me 3 years to live. I've outlived their prognosis. They asked me why I waited so long to come in to see the doctor. They said it could have been fixed really easy, the prostate cancer. But I told my doctors that I was not gonna let another doctor put his finger in my behind, like Dr. Anderson did. And other athletes feel the same way. In 1975, Tad DeLuca wrote to the athletic director a 9-page letter telling him what Anderson was doing to the wrestlers. Instead of firing Anderson or having him arrested, Michigan kicked Tad DeLuca off of the wrestling team and stripped him of his scholarship. If Michigan would have listened to Tad in 1975, I would not be dying today. The tentacles of being raped by Anderson is far-reaching. It didn't end after we graduated from Michigan. We're still dealing with the trauma 30, 40, and 50 years later. Some of us can't hold a job because Michigan didn't stop Anderson. Some of the guys are on their 3rd and 4th marriages because they haven't been able to heal from that trauma. One player said to me, I have battled with drugs and alcohol for half of my life, all because I was raped repeatedly by my team doctor. 4 of my friends have died in the last year because of their fear of doctors. And I just found out today that my dear friend John Vaughn was just diagnosed with cancer himself. My prayer is that it's not the terminal kind like I have. And John will continue to protest in the camper in front of the president's house. In public, you say how sorry you are for what Anderson did to us. But in private, victims are traumatized and abused. We are treated like animals. If you don't believe what I'm saying, watch my deposition. Don't read it, watch it. I broke down 15 times in tears because of the way Michigan treated me in the deposition. I was treated like a hardened criminal and a liar, and all because I told the truth. After my deposition, I slept for 2 days straight. I felt like I'd been raped all over again. Michigan attacked me for almost 7 hours nonstop. I had to remind the lawyer, I'm not the criminal, Anderson was. Michigan hasn't done the right thing in over 50 years when it comes to sexual assault. They have covered for the predators year after year after year. Now, you guys have the opportunity to make things right. It is never too late to do the right thing. And you know what the right thing is. Remember, the team. If Anderson had done the things he did to us in a public bathroom, he would have been arrested the first day. But because Michigan protected and covered up his crimes, he was able to rape 200 to 300 athletes a year for 37 years with no fear of going to jail. I have so much more to tell, but I don't have the time. If you really want to know what went on, go to YouTube and search 3 videos. Please write this down, please. No, please write this down, the 3 videos. Wow. You don't want to see it. The first video is on YouTube, Sons of Serendip, Superman. It's a 14-minute video. My son was a finalist on America's Got Talent, and he wrote me a song, a fight song, to try to keep me alive. The second video you really should see is Hail to the Victims. I share the story of dozens of players and what they went through. And finally, the last video, The Bo I Knew, where I tell the truth about how Bo was and who Bo was when there was no camera and no writers around. Thank you for the 5 minutes.
Thank you, Mr. Christian. Good evening, everybody. Have a pleasant holiday.